What if one pot could give you a cozy, nourishing dinner that's packed with veggies, protein, and fiber, and it's ready in about 40 minutes? Today, I'm making a Tuscan white bean and vegetable stew, a whole foods meal that's as comforting as it is good for you. So grab a pot and let's get started. Hi, I'm Anelie. I'm a graduate nutrition student, and I love showing how simple and tasty cooking with whole foods can be. In this video, I'll walk you through my Tuscan white bean and vegetable stew from start to finish, all in one pot on the stovetop. It makes about 6 servings, so there's plenty to share or save for the week. Before we turn on any heat, let's prep everything first. Chefs call this mise en place, which just means getting all of your ingredients measured and chopped before you start cooking, and it keeps the whole process organized. First, start by dicing 1 medium onion. It doesn't need to be a small dice, and it doesn't need to be perfect because the onions will get cooked down into the soup. Then, peel and dice about 4 medium carrots, and seed and dice 3 yellow bell peppers into bite-sized pieces. I like using this chopper because it just makes everything go faster, but a simple knife and a cutting board works perfectly fine. After I get the veggies prepped, I then mince 6 cloves of garlic and set everything aside. Last, I open 2 cans of white beans, 1 cannellini and 1 navy, then drain and rinse them well. Rinsing washes off some of the canning sodium and allows me to control the flavors of the stew a little better. These beans are the heart of the dish, bringing plant-based protein and a big dose of fiber that makes the stew so filling. Now let's cook! Set your large pot or Dutch oven over medium heat and add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Once it shimmers, which takes about 30 seconds if your pot is already hot, add the onion and turn the heat to medium-low. Then I add the carrots and bell peppers and saute for 5 minutes to soften them lightly. I like to turn my heat slightly up at this point to help cook the carrots, and I add salt, which helps the veggies to soften a little faster. Then I add the garlic and I cook it for only about 30 seconds. Because I'm using frozen spinach, I actually add it at this point so it has more time to cook down. But if I was using fresh spinach or baby kale, then I would add it closer to the end. Season with 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a quarter teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes for gentle warmth, and 3 teaspoons of dried Italian herb blend. Then pour in 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes and add the drained beans. Stir it well. Bring it to a gentle simmer with small bubbles around the edges rather than a hard boil. Then add 2 cups of low sodium vegetable broth and lower the heat. Partially cover and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. This is where the vegetables turn tender, the beans soak up the seasoning, and the broth thickens into something rich. If it gets thicker than you like, just stir in a splash more of broth. Now, if you're using fresh greens, this is the point you'd stir them in. As I mentioned, I used frozen spinach today, but fresh baby spinach or baby kale works just as well. And if you're using fresh greens, you want to stir until the greens wilt and turn bright green, which takes only about 2 to 3 minutes. The frozen spinach is a bit more tough, which is why I like to add it earlier in the process. Now, taste, which is the most important step in any recipe. Add a pinch more salt or a little bit more red pepper flakes until it tastes balanced to you. And that's it, a delicious 1-pot Tuscan white bean and vegetable stew that comes together in about 40 minutes, but tastes like it was cooking all day. Ladle it into bowls, and if you like, finish each one with a little grated Parmesan and a slice of crusty whole grain bread for dipping. In a single bowl, you are getting plant-based protein, a rainbow of vegetables, and a serious amount of fiber, all from simple whole foods. If you want to change things up, try swapping in whatever vegetables are in season near you. Because this recipe is so flexible, it can really accommodate any mix of veggies. Add more veggies for a heartier stew-like texture, and add less for more of a broth-based soup. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because I post healthy recipes just like this that are easy to make with 0 stress every single week. If you try this recipe, let me know how it turns out in the comments below. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment as well because I respond to every single question I get. Thanks for cooking with me today. Now grab a spoon and enjoy.